Hey everyone, Omri here, and welcome to another video. So I had an idea just before class today. I thought to myself, how would it feel if I practiced with a mask on? So I went and I grabbed my mask. I alcoholed it from all sides like I do always, and I decided to do the practice with it. And you can definitely feel a difference in the air capacity. It's a little harder to breathe, but it's not impossible. What I found really interesting is that it brings your heart rate a lot closer to how a Bikram class feels. So there's an interesting little spin. The lack of oxygen that you feel usually in the Bikram class and that heaviness in the breathing can be simulated pretty accurately with this mask. How do I know? Because as a Bikram teacher for a very long time, I wore a heart rate monitor on my hand because I wanted to see in real time what happens when I practice. And what was easily concluded was that there's a baseline for the heart rate in every class, which is the normal range in which your body goes through as you go through the movements. You know when your heart rate should be higher, and you know when your heart rate can start dropping lower or staying low in a certain posture. Then the first anomaly I felt was when I was sick. My heart rate was a lot higher, a lot sooner, and in postures that were relatively easy to me on a normal basis. So what that taught me to do was to, first of all, understand that I don't necessarily always feel that I'm sick, but my body internally might not be doing well and it's struggling more than usual, so something is off. And on days like that, where I would get the feedback from my watch saying your heart rate's too high for this early on in class, I would slow down. Maybe initially I didn't, and I went through it, and then afterwards I did feel weak. The next day I would get something, or something would just be brewing under the surface. And what happened after that is I became aware. I became mindful of the fact that I can actually feel when my heart rate is elevated without needing the watch to tell me. So I would know that I would do a certain posture, and suddenly I'd feel that my heart rate was up. I'd feel that my breathing was a little abnormal, and it would click. I knew. I was like, something is off. So this brings us back to the mask. So when I practiced with the mask on, I suddenly noticed that I'm drawing a little bit more air, that the mask is tightening on my face a little bit, which made it slightly harder to breathe, which in turn elevated my heart rate. I felt it instantly. I was like, wow, that's very similar to how it works in the Bikram room. And my next experiment is going to try to take a whole Bikram class with the mask on. Now the room is not superheated. It's not heated, it's normal temperature, but it's summer now and it's 90 degrees outside. So, and the roof doesn't have insulation, so I would assume it's above 80 here right now, and if I don't turn on the AC and I leave it like that, it could get to 100, 104 easy. So that would be something to look forward to. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning.